Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, like, comment and subscribe. If you are here, you know how we do it. So let's dive in. Hey guys, Nicki Minaj's 6th studio album is still coming. I know we've been waiting and there has been some back and forth with dates and all that label stuff. Nicki confirmed on Spaces the other day that the project is breathing, thriving and coming. She's cooking up something serious for her 6th album NM6, and from everything she has teased over the past months, it's gonna be that instant classic energy. I know. Think bars, surprises and levels we haven't even seen yet. I know it will be one of her greatest projects. She's been in the lab putting in that work, and trust me, when it drops, it's gonna hit different. So Barbz and everybody tuning in, stay patient, keep the streams up on Pink Friday 2 in the meantime, and get ready. Mother is not playing. NM6 is on the way and it's gonna be worth every second of the wait. So there is a wild update on the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory situation. You probably caught that post that is being shared, a clip of Kelsey's bodyguard coming forward claiming it was actually Kelsey Harris who SHOT Megan back in 2020, not Tory. Turns out this guy Bradley James, who was Kelsey's bodyguard and driver during Tory's trial, says he overheard her admitting to her husband she fired the gun 3 times at Megan. Then Tory grabbed her arm to stop her and 2 more SHOTs went off accidentally. He straight up says Tory never even touched the gun or SHOT anyone. This lines up with what another witness, Sean Kelly, said in court about seeing women fighting and SHOTs coming from the passenger side where Kelsey was sitting. Now, from what I'm seeing online and in the comments everywhere, a ton of people are calling out Megan for not telling the full story, straight up saying she lied about who pulled the trigger. In my opinion, this just confirms Kelsey was the one who did it. Tory has been locked up for nothing and deserves to be free. Free Tory! And honestly, Megan and Rat Nation, they might be about to face some serious fallout over all this mess. That's what I think, and I can smell it coming way too soon. Okay?
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was a witness to the conversation Miss Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun.
So Cardi B's Little Miss Drama tour is turning into a humiliation ritual, because that Las Vegas show from last night has everybody buzzing, and not exactly in the best way. From what went down, it looked rough out there, man. Cardi seemed straight up tired and like she was struggling through parts of the set almost like she hadn't had much time to practice or rehearse everything fully. She was moving heavy, breathing hard, and just didn't have that usual high energy bounce we expected from her. Then boom, mid-performance on Tatiana, she falls right off her chair, slides backward, hits the floor hard. But props to her, she didn't miss her beat, kept singing while on the ground. Got back up and turned it into a joke by saying, "Y'all, the government was out to get me today." Classic Cardi ghetto humor. Haul her back and forth with Homeland Security. But honestly, the fall is all everybody is talking about online right now. Not the full show, not the set list, just that one chaotic moment. It felt top tier messy, like straight ghetto energy in the worst way. Wardrobe issues popping up too, with her costume looking ripped in spots. Major malfunction vibes, and get this, she was performing barefoot. No stockings, no heels, just bare skin on stage, which added to that unpolished, thrown together feel. In my opinion, this whole thing screams like she was forced into hitting the road by her label, because it doesn't look like she's out there with real love or passion right now. It feels more like obligation than excitement. So Beyonce's longtime makeup artist, Sir John, who recently went to a podcast and basically said he has refused to work with Nicki Minaj multiple times because he heard that Nicki is disrespectful and mean to stylists and makeup artists behind the scenes. Now fast forward, the Barbz are in his DMs, going off, checking him, and apparently he claims the Barbz are sending death threats to him. And he came here to social media to flex that he is licensed to carry for protection. So I don't know what he was trying to say. But here is the funny part. He hasn't made a single police report or anything official. He just ran to social media to say that he is receiving death threats while just sitting there and smiling. Just posting about it online like it's casual complaint. Make it make sense. And let's keep it real. This dude has never actually worked with Nicki in his entire career. Never been on her team, never done her makeup, nothing. So he is out here making these big accusations based on what he has heard from others, dragging Nicki's name through the mud for nothing. Then when the Barbz push back and check him, suddenly he is scared for his life and running to the internet about it. In my opinion, this smells like he was sent out to defame Nicki, especially since he works closely with the Ketters. It's giving planted narrative to paint Nicki as difficult. Rihanna stepped out recently to support A$AP Rocky at this fashion show, New York Fashion Week. Yeah, she was front row, looking absolutely stunning as always. She rocked this fresh off the runaway fur trimmed leather jacket from his collection. She looked flawless, confident, and like she was edging backwards or something. Pure queen energy, showing up for her man and shutting it down. And speaking of, remember just the other day when some haters, parts of the beehive, and randoms on Twitter were out here trolling her, calling her ugly and dragging her looks. Girl, please. She just proved every single one of them wrong without even trying. One appearance like this and the narrative flips, because Riri is and always has been that beautiful, timeless, effortless, unbothered beauty. Haters stay mad, but she stays winning, you know. Can we just take a second to big up Nicki Minaj 14 years ago, she dropped Starships, and that song is still legendary. Debuted at number 9 on the Hot 100, then spent a crazy 21 straight weeks in the top 10, making history. And now it's officially certified diamond in the US. Over 10 million copies sold, pure dominance. Nicki really built an empire with tracks like this. Timeless banger, unmatched run, and still going strong after all these years. Queen stays winning. Shout out to Mother for giving us one of the biggest anthems ever.